locally.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! I'm full of water! I stay hot tub! Stay hot tub! Gonna get the hot tub! I'm gonna make it wet! Stay hot tub! Rubber dub in the hot tub! Rubber dub with me! Shag in the hot tub!
Yeah!
Will it make me sweat?
Yeah!
Shag in the hot tub!
Yeah!
Will it make me wet?
Yeah! Well, good morning and welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Great week of college football, high school football. The weather this morning, got out, walked out, got in my car, drove out here, got out in the parking lot and said, man, it's cold, feels good. What was it, like 53? I want to say 53, 59, something like that.
We don't have it in here anymore, but yeah, it's about 53, 54 degrees.
Yeah, and of course today is Monday. That means we got the legendary Dr. Chad Mitchell here. Chad, how you doing?
Doing good, Coach.
You looking mighty fine there.
Your voice sounds a little rough. What's going on?
I don't know.
Screaming and hollering at the TV all weekend.
It was that interception for a touchdown, right?
98-yard touchdown, Brown to the house. Changed the outcome of that ball game, Roll Tide.
I tell you what, the game that had me on pins and needles was Georgia Ole Miss. Oh,
yeah,
my
that was a good game.
That was a heck of a football game.
That's the best football game.
Who makes the best adjustment, any coach in college football? Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
Halftime, I don't care how well you played against in the first half. Heck, second half, he's gonna have an answer.
They've been a second half team though
all year.
Yeah.
All year. It's incredible. Lane Kiffin does an unbelievable job. Will he be the next coach at Florida? I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. I kept waiting, looking at the phone. I had a feeling you would see one more guy gone. I thought Hugh Freeze would be gone.
Yeah.
That hadn't happened yet. That surprised me. The day's not over yet, but
it's not.
to me, if they were going to do it, it would have been yesterday. Who knows? And then I stayed up to I tell you one thing, my voice is up to 1:30 in the morning. I watched football all day. I don't know how many games I watched, and I thought FSU scored on that little shovel pass. They didn't, and even when they did the replay, I kind of thought he scored. Maybe I was wrong. I was so tired. I don't know. But I got to talk about something that really upsets me. This Wildcat, I don't know if you saw the bridge, all the people on the bridge, and this was not just Bay County. This was, I think, the whole country.
Yeah, the whole country.
This No King protest. I don't understand it. He's been dead over 50-something years. He's the greatest entertainment in history. And they don't. What does they have against Elvis? I don't get it. What?
No, Coach. Wrong.
What?
King. Wrong king.
What are they upset about?
I don't know.
I mean, I saw that. I was going like, Elvis Presley's the greatest man that ever lived. One of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Mitchell's up there with him too, but I didn't get it.
The King of England, he's been dead for a long, long time. Like, there ain't been a King of England in
You should dress up as Elvis.
I love Elvis. I just don't understand it.
And then walk.
Did it upset you?
Why can't you accept me? Why can't you accept me?
Yeah. I mean, he's still making money. He's still the wealthiest entertainer of all time.
I was over at FSU Panama City, and I didn't even notice the protest.
Oh my God! Anyway, that was on a Sunday or Saturday? Sunday? It was
Saturday.
Sunday. Oh, it was Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, get over it. Elvis is the greatest, no doubt about that.
All I got to say for this weekend is anchor down. Coach Hale likes it when I say that.
Anchor down, baby.
How about Vanderbilt? Would you have ever believed in your lifetime that Vanderbilt would be in the top 10?
What about hosting game day?
Yeah, I know, but in the top 10. I mean, it's an exciting.
I watched them against LSU, and they looked good.
I kept saying how good they were. I kept saying.
And they didn't.
That's another coach.
And I'm going to talk about more at Auburn in the Auburn update, but I've watched Missouri since they beat Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl, and you kind of heard about it. They find ways to win close games.
They do.
Auburn rewrite. They're going to write a book, Auburn.
Yeah.
Perfect example to how to lose a close game.
Yeah, especially overtime.
Hugh Freeze, 3 straight years, start out SEC play 0-4.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In the old days, he would not be at work Monday.
Yep.
And that surprised me somewhat.
So
The interesting thing is, as much as the SEC hates him, they're keeping his job with the officials' calls. Now, and my point on that is, Oklahoma, if they call the penalty,
robbed.
All the ones
Georgia,
we're talking about, the Georgia, the Missouri, some things in the Missouri.
The Missouri game, I'm not going to complain about the officials.
Wait. We're going to have an attitude of being victimized, or we're going to have an attitude of being a champion and rising above it?
What I'm saying is,
doesn't happen 2 hands for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all need to rise up.
Yeah.
Auburn's athletic director is now so against the officiating that he's.
I get
forgiving.
it. You should complain about the officiating, but
I think the commissioner got on to him the way he handled that.
I hate it. My wife got so mad at me.
Is she happy? Is she okay with them losing and using
No,
excuses?
she's not happy. She's not happy at all about any of it. But
does she want him?
You remember the fumble on the goal line? I think we talked about it before. But
the fumble after the touchdown.
Yeah, that one. Whatever. And I told her, I said, "Well, there's one way to keep the officials out of it. Hold on to the dang ball." You know
what Coach Bryant told Namath and them with the Orange Bowl? You wouldn't even thought about being born then. It was in the Orange Bowl, I think 64, 65, way back in the day.
Yeah, I was born in 68.
And they were playing Texas. And Alabama got the national championship because they quit. As soon as the season over, you awarded the national championship. Didn't care what you did in the bowl game.
Yeah.
Well, Texas beat them, and Namath swears that they scored, and they didn't call it. And all the players on the center, everybody's, we were in the end zone. They robbed us. Coach Bryant told us, if you walked in there untouched, nobody would be an argument.
Exactly.
So he didn't cry, he didn't complain or anything.
Nope. Yep.
If you're holding the ball at the back of the end zone, they can't say
exactly. That's exactly right.
But I told you people, watch out Friday night. I knew Miami would not cover, and I said, watch out. This could be the one. He's got a habit of beating highly ranked teams. I'm talking about Louisville, and their wonderful coach Braun. If I said that right, but. Miami and Louisville, that was a good game.
Yeah.
And Louisville got some playmakers. Watch out for Louisville.
It doesn't help that Miami threw 4 interceptions.
Watch out for Louisville.
Yep.
They had 2 weeks to get ready. They had every kind of reverse. They 3 quarterbacks on the field at the same time. They did some good things, man. Because I don't think he'll ever leave. That's where he played. I don't think he'll leave there. But if you're looking for a coach, that would be one I'd look at.
Yeah. The other coaches that people are looking at that I think are not going to leave is Brent Key at Georgia Tech. I don't think he's going
played
anywhere.
at Georgia
I know.
Tech.
That's why I don't think he's going anywhere. And then everybody's talking Clark Lee at Vanderbilt. I don't think
he played at Vanderbilt.
Exactly. I don't think he's going anywhere either.
Now, if I'm him...
all of them, they need to be getting
maybe
a contract
I would leave.
extension.
I don't know.
No, they're trying to get a contract extension.
Well, think of the money Vandy has if they really decide to have an unbelievable football team, baseball team.
Yeah, well, look at their baseball team. What has happened there through the past several years here. So,
and didn't you get your underdegree at Vandy? No, that was Harvard. My bad. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Hey, you got a joke?
Harvard of the South.
Do you have a joke for us this morning, Wildcat?
You've been. Are you still thinking about getting a dog? You were forever and always. You've been talking about getting a dog.
Talking me?
Yeah.
No, we decided against that.
Oh, okay. Well,
we got a mole cricket that we had in the pet in the front yard.
Did you hear about the man?
No, it's a mole. What is it called?
Gopher.
I got a gopher. I can't get. He lives in my yard. He tears it up.
Did you hear about the man that bought the wiener dog?
No.
Why would he want to buy a wiener dog?
Why?
Because he wanted to get a long little doggy.
Get a long little doggy. I actually had a wiener dog. They're the greatest dog. They're great dogs. All dogs are great, right?
I think.
Are you a cat guy or a dog guy?
I am a dog guy.
Patrick, you a cat or dog?
Dog.
Good, thank God. Wildcat, what are you?
Cat.
I'm a dog guy, although I have both.
That's some weird people got both. You know, they can't make their mind up what they are. They can't. They don't know. Oh, you got both too?
When an animal comes up to me.
Oh, he was bad mouth the other day. I hope you weren't listening. What did we say about him Friday? Something about
You said all kinds of
you
things
said something about it. Yeah, I said we've got a beautiful daughter, wife, and Wildcat made some little smart remark. Well, he needs to work on his looks.
Something about him being lazy.
No,
Never going out on the job.
Well, Chad got to meet
Sitting
both of
behind
them
the
this
desk.
weekend.
You did?
Yeah, I
You
did.
Well,
Yeah.
with the Mosley game,
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah.
We got Coach Griff coming on here at 9:00. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, 7:15. Well, were you impressed? They're good people.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Was he signing autographs?
No.
We got to get security now to have
He
him
did have
in and bring him
security.
out.
He did have security
Yeah.
around.
Oh yeah, he is a big deal.
Hey, he was behind the fence and then through the fence.
Around the fence, on top of the fence. He used to ride the fence. You know what I mean?
Now Lisa goes, I wonder if Chad's at the game. I was like, well, hold on. So I texted him. He's like, yeah, I'm standing over here by the 20-yard line. I was
Yeah.
and I'd already pointed him out. And Lisa's like, that's not him. And then he's like, he says it, and she's sitting there just laughing, going, how did you know?
I wasn't wearing a hat. Easy to find.
Who was the short person standing beside you and following you up and down the sidewalk?
It's probably, well, she wasn't following me. She was working. It was Stephanie Kent, one of the athletic trainer at Arnold.
I didn't have my sightseer, so I couldn't tell.
No, she's fantastic.
Where's our little blonde at?
Callie?
Oh, Callie had a baby.
Yeah, she had a baby, so she hadn't.
That's right.
She's not back.
I saw
but,
Callie and her mom walking.
Yeah.
Their newborn, and they're good people. I like Callie.
The athletic trainers, man, they do a great job. Yeah. Stephanie was working pretty hard, and
that baby's really pretty too. And I was surprised with Jay. You know, I just didn't think Jay would have a really good wife. I mean, really good looking child.
Especially with a name like Darwin.
Yeah. It's still embarrassing by saying the whole name.
I hope he's listening. I always give him grief when I see him anyway.
Anyway, all right, here's what we got lined up for you this weekend. Ole Miss at Oklahoma, ABC, kickoff's 11. That's going to be a good football game, offense versus defense. You got Auburn at Arkansas. That truly is a game where if Hugh Freeze is still coaching, which I think he is, if he loses that one, I see no way he saves himself. But anyway, that's at Arkansas. Should win that game. 11:45 on the SEC network. Auburn centered towards ACC. He's out for the year. That's not a good thing. Alabama at South Carolina. That's a trap game, big time. ABC 2:30 at South Carolina. Texas at Mississippi State. Now that's either going to be on ESPN or the SEC network. 2:30.
Who you got for that game?
2:30 or 3:15. I got Texas.
I got Mississippi State.
They could.
I'm going to take offense.
Yeah, well, Wildcat,
He's a top
your team
ranker.
did a great job against Texas. They probably should have won the game. They did.
I
They
mean,
lost.
that's just the way it is for Kentucky this year.
Look at the statistics.
They close.
Look at the statistics.
They get close. They get ahead. They lose.
I'm just not impressed with Texas, so that's why I was picking Mississippi State.
Then the big one, Missouri at Vandy. College game day is going to be there. Now, the SEC Nation will be at the Oklahoma Ole Miss ball game, I do believe. Texas A&M at LSU. That's the nightcap on ABC 6:30.
That's going to be Brian Kelly's job?
Yeah, it's on the line, I'll tell you.
Tennessee at Kentucky. That's a hate fest right there. Nobody can stand anybody from Kentucky. SEC
No.
6:45. Oh, well, I mean, they don't like each other. What I meant to say, they just don't like each other.
Yeah,
What do you? Go ahead. What do you got to say?
Nothing. You got to take a break.
Oh,
We got to call Coach Griffin.
That's all right. My bad. Let's talk. We'll start out with you two. Chad, I got to take my hat off to you. 26 years on Bay County sidelines. You don't see a doctor do that anywhere. Incredible job you have done. I saw it firsthand. Those magical hands. It's unbelievable what he has done.
Oh my God.
One of the first doctors ever trained robotic surgery. I had to help him take some classes, tutor him and everything. But you did a great job.
It's all that algebra.
You know, behind every Dr. Chad Mitchell, there's someone like me to push you
Oh,
forward.
gosh.
What's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates Associates, 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or RobotMD.
And if you want your yard to look like a beautiful golf course, if you got bugs getting in the house, in the yards, you can't stand that. There's only one guy to call. The man, the myth, the legend. And Wildcat, he does look pretty good. I don't know why you keep saying he doesn't. Patrick, what's the best way to get it with you?
Look us up on Facebook at Turpo PC. We're your local pest control experts. You can also give us a call at 850-890-5820. We can get rid of those bugs out of your house, keep them out of your house, and also get the yard looking good.
And this man gets out and does it. I see him in the trucks.
Yes, he does. He is a worker.
Just about every day, I almost get run over by him. But
hell, he was working one time, walked with me. And
I don't know how I keep missing.
keep trying.
Chad, I need something. I think I'm coming down with something. I'm feeling sick. Anyway, another great sponsor we have. I love Pat Pernover, City Commissioner of Lynn Haven. You want a great, and everybody's had a wonderful time. Talk to people, go this, and you're right. They treat you really well. The food's incredible. If you want a big, huge order of wings or any food, by that matter, you're having a party at your house, call Beef O'Brady's Lynn Havens. They'll have it waiting for you. All you Mosley Dolphins, they always go there and have a little pregame meal, have a good little pep rally down there at Beef O'Brady's. Lynn Haven, the key word there is Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Get out there and have a great time. The legendary J. Michael's on Thomas Drive, the best seafood, the coldest beer. Today's special is red beans and rice. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. And I tell you what, I love this guy, Stevenson Air Conditioning. I guess something about Mosley. They really produce some outstanding people. There's no doubt about that in Mosley High School. He graduated from there. He started this company up. It's called Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're number one at what they do. Locals taking care of local stuff. The Panhandle of Florida. Chad Mitchell went with him. Jason Covalessi got one for the store and his house. They're the best. There's not even close. You want somebody honest you can depend on. They're there when they tell you they're going to be there. That's Stevenson Air Conditioning. We'll be right back. Coach Griff, Arnold High School, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Only 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida could bring sports fans like you an app this powerful. The sports content you crave is always on. Live stream us everywhere you go. Now with upgraded programming and live game schedules, you'll always know when the Atlanta Braves and your favorite games are playing. Plus, interact with our local hosts in real time and so much more. The new app for the sports fanatic is available at the Apple Store and Google Play. From 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 77 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Clear skies tonight, a very light wind and cool near 60. Sunny and 78 tomorrow. 78 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. Thursday sunshine and a temperature the same at 78. Sunny Friday with a high around 79. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
We're proud to bring you the most popular cars in the world, like the stylish Camry and the sporty Corolla. Get award-winning style and 1.99% APR on a new Camry, named the best new model by Kelly Blue Book. Plus, you get 90 days until you make your first payment. Curb appeal comes standard on the new Corolla. Designed to wow from the inside out. Get 3.49% APR plus 90 days until your first payment. Panama City Toyota, your Camry and Corolla headquarters.
Offers end November 3rd. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
Every love story deserves a perfect beginning. At Tracy's Fine Jewelry, we believe that your engagement ring should be as unique as your love. Explore our vast selection of certified natural and lab-created diamonds, each hand-picked for brilliance and beauty. Whether you desire the timeless allure of one of our hand-selected engagement rings, or you'd like to custom design the perfect ring, visit us today and let our experts guide you in finding the ring of her dreams, because love deserves the best. Tracy's Fine Jewelry, where love sparkles.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I will say something. It's not a cut to anyone, but it's just a fact. When Griff got back on the field coaching that team, I just thought they played at a different level. They play extremely hard for him.
Even losing.
Yeah, no matter what the situation is. And let's bring him on. Glad he is back on the sidelines. Coach, how you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How you guys this morning?
We are doing fine. Talk about the ball game. Give us some names of kids that played well, and what's your takeaway from the game Friday night?
Oh yeah, well first of all, man, it's my son Mason's 10th birthday. I want to tell him
right now. So. Happy birthday, buddy!
Yeah, we tough night for us. We had some guys play well. I'll tell you on defense, Dalen Davis played phenomenal. It was really a bright spot, and I think the defense played really well and played hard. I just, offensively, we just have had a difficult time getting some consistency. We've done great things at times, but we just had a tough time consistently making plays and moving the football. And Friday night was probably, was more of that we had going on. So, but had some guys play really well. Truman Parsons had some big plays on offense. He ended up getting an ankle there late in the game. Hopefully, we'll get him back this week. We did have some injuries, a little beat up. Banged up this time of year, so a lot of things kind of working against us. But our kids are playing hard, still working hard, and we got a couple of weeks here. We're gonna try to finish this thing strong.
Well, a big crowd, made some good money. This whole year has been so dang weird with everything, with you not being able to be out there with the team the first of the season. I don't know if you want to talk much about that or not, but just. Is everybody kind of over that now? Is everybody back on the same page? Everybody working together pretty good, or does that still affect the team somewhat?
Well, when you're gone 4 weeks, you kind of feel like you kind of put you behind. Our team was 4 weeks without the head coach, 4 weeks without all those things. So I feel like we're kind of behind on that. And in that situation, as far as me being back and everything's back to normal as far as that, but that situation is far from over. As it seems like the more I look into it, the more insanity that comes about. So, but there's time now to kind of set that aside and try to finish this last couple of weeks of the season before we get back to all that stuff. But as far as how our team's operating, things are back to normal. But it has been, because I think that was probably about an accurate description. It's been a very weird year, and it seems like it's just been. Something's been a little bit off the whole time, and it's been a struggle. But I'll tell you, I'm very proud of my football team and my assistant coaches. The way they've dealt with this adversity and how our guys have carried themselves. I'll tell you, I could not be more proud as not just a coach, but as a father, and all those things. Been really impressed to see our kids and how they've conducted themselves. And
we got 2 to go. And I don't know, man. Give me a little rundown about this next opponent. In the past, they've been very athletic, skilled players across the board, and you got to travel there to Rickards. I guess that's who it is. Give us a little rundown about that. What's your thoughts on this game? They are extremely fast and extremely athletic, and they've got a quarterback that really creates some problems if he gets off schedule. He starts running around. He's incredibly difficult to tackle. He throws the ball really well. They got some receivers that can get down the field and get over the top of you. Pretty effective in the run game. I'll tell you, it's a very talented group of football players, and they're very well coached over there. And we're going to have our work cut out for us. But our kids, I think we got to play for a little pride here the last couple of weeks. Our kids need to to step up and really try to finish this thing strong. And that's what we want to do against another talented football team, and see if we can go out there and compete, give ourselves some opportunities. We have to be better on offense for sure. Our defense has to continue to play well, and we've got to finish this thing the way that we need to. It's crazy. I look at it, watch all these college games, and it's changed so much. Everybody's got players. Everybody's pretty good. The teams you used to think, weren't going to have an easy game against them, they're really good now. And I can say this past year in high school football, you look at what you see going around. Look at Bluntstown, Choctaw. 1 minute, they're 1 year not that good. Next year, they're really talented football teams. Do you think this is going to continue? What we see in high school football, people just jumping around and everything? Yeah, with the way the state, these things aren't just FHSA policies. So a lot of these things are written in the state law, and as long as the laws are the way they are, I don't see any possibility of it not happening. And, to continue to try to navigate these situations, it's a difficult spot to be in. I know that
hopefully they'll reassess these things and maybe try to get some better policies, some more effective policies that kind of fit the environment that we're in. But I don't see it. I don't see any way that it changes based on the landscape as it is, and it's going to continue to be that way. And it's the funny thing, when you're scheduling. There's probably 3 or 4 teams I scheduled this year that weren't the teams I scheduled when I scheduled them. So it's just kind of, it's a crapshoot. You just gotta kind of see how it goes. And I hope that there's some change affected, but I don't know that it can be under with the way things are. I don't know. I don't see how it could be done.
Is this a district game this week?
Yeah, this is our last district game against Rickards. So opportunity for us to try to finish this thing in a positive way.
And then after that, the big rival game versus, I think, Rutherford. Y'all close the year at Rutherford, and I think that's at Tommy Oliver. So I can't believe how fast this thing has gone by. Well, Coach, I tell you what, man, we appreciate you. Anything we can do, you let us know, and we'll talk to you next Monday.
Coach, I appreciate that.
Thank you, man. Coach Griff doing a great job over at Arnold High School. Difficult situation this year.
Happy birthday to Coach's son.
Yes, right. Happy birthday. How old did he say he was? 10 years old. Wow, that's great. I remember those days.
He's an old man now.
Yeah. I remember Jared being 10. That was fun back in the time.
And now it's like...
The question is, do you remember you being 10?
No. That was a long time ago.
He don't remember 10 days ago.
Yeah, I tell you, the birthdays were really special, though. It was unreal. We could get that one little Snickers bar and put a candle in it, and that was awesome. You know what I'm talking about. Moon pies and RC colas.
Child. My goodness.
Anyway, get out and support these high school athletes. I tell you what, they work extremely hard. The coaches, man, you wouldn't believe how much time these coaches put in. Not just I'm talking the entire staffs away from their families all weekend. It's 7 days a week of hard work. They love it. They do a great job with the young kids around here. Go support them. You got 2 more weeks of high school football. It's the best date out there. And I got to give a shout out to it. Not only was he a Navy SEAL, he was a Navy SEAL instructor. I didn't go to the Arnold Mosley game because we had to go to his birthday party. He turned 70 years old. His name is Rick Brown. He is a stud. He is something special.
That is one badass.
He is a wonderful man. And they surprised him. And there were a lot of people there. And I coached both his sons, Rick and Robbie, played football for us. Ricky played both ways. He was a little slot back when we ran. Back then, I think that year we ran a lot of different stuff, but he actually ran the ball pretty well for us. Played a great job on defense. And Robbie was a big guard, big kid. Did a really good job for us. Wonderful people. His beautiful wife, Kim Brown, had a surprise birthday party for Rick, and it was amazing. We had a wonderful time. But you talking about a war hero, Chad. He would kill you, and you wouldn't even know you're dead yet. I mean, this guy's, he can do so many different things. It's incredible.
He'd kill you, and you'd say thank you.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, he tried that on me one time. He found out.
Julie would say thank you.
Yes, she would. Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, Rick. 70 years old. He still looks good. He looks really good. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got so many of them. We appreciate every single one of you guys out there. I love Russ and Amber. Did the 49ers win yesterday?
Yes.
They did, so I know Russ is happy.
Russ is happy.
Yeah. Russ
is always happy.
Yeah. That game was there. I think they were playing the
Falcons.
Atlanta Fast, right? Thank you, Patrick. Go 49ers. If you're looking for jewelry and you want some great service, they'll even give you a deal. Christmas is coming. How many more days?
66 days until Christmas.
How many?
66 days.
Chad, you listening?
Christmas.
Okay.
66. And gold is at an all-time high. It's the last I checked last week, and I'm sure it's up. It's at 4,300 and some change, which is, per ounce.
Did he just make this stuff up?
No.
It's
at an all-time high.
He's actually right. Yeah. Silver's.
Well, hey, you know what? Yeah. You're right. Because this guy here will know that. I mean, he is brilliant. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And
2-hour show.
And so if you need some money,
just because he's from Kentucky.
Oh, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
And we want to thank you for turning into the Coach James Hale Show. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Where are they located?
They are located at 830 Highway 77 in
Lynn Haven. You know, we're talking about high school sports. You can't talk about high school sports without talking about Taco Bell. They got 3 great locations in Panama City Beach, one in Callaway that's outstanding. Of course, the newest one down in Port St. Joe. All you Tiger Sharks, get out there and support them. They love you Tiger Sharks. They're supporting you big time. Now, they got DoorDash. They got breakfast, lunch, and dinner before the game, after the game. Get down to Taco Bell, all you Tiger Sharks. And what do they say, Lorelei and Layton?
Go
Tiger Sharks. Let's do it again. Go Tiger Sharks. That's good. We're doing good.
Yeah,
also,
Oh, man.
we had a blast. 11 o'clock, we got there. Dad Cajun place. Julie and I by ourselves. Listen, Chad, we're having a great time. Julie got 10 wings. I got 10 wings. I didn't start. I got a salad and their gumbo. I love their chicken gumbo.
Yeah, listen to him.
It's
Making it
unbelievable.
sound like he's eating healthy.
We're eating, having a great time. Guess who walks up and wouldn't leave, wouldn't shut up? Michigan Eddie.
Oh,
Michigan Eddie would not shut up. He wouldn't leave either. We had a great time. Saw Gordy there. Gordy Ponderant, saw him and his beautiful family. We had a great time. Place is packed out. That Cajun place on Thomas Drive, $5 pitchers, 50-cent wings. When the game kicks off, the special start. They open up at 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings, get you brunch. And then when the kickoff's at 11, 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. All day when the games are being played. Sunday, they got the North Shore Jazz Band playing from 10 to 12. Then the NFL game starts. If the Saints score a touchdown, guess what? Free Jello shot. Yeah, they don't score very much.
well, they got 2, I think, yesterday at least.
LSU, wear that shirt. What a game, man. LSU Vandy. Anyway, we'll be right back. Chad Mitchell. We get back, we got Chad's update on FSU. Have they fired anybody yet in Tallahassee? Patrick, help us out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
He's not going to be satisfied at Ole Miss 8, 9, 10 wins a year. He wants to win championships. And it's not possible at Ole Miss with their resources. They operate at a deficit yearly, and the fact that they haven't locked him in with a long-term, multi-million-dollar contract like Indiana just did with Signetti says a lot.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing.
Visit them online at HewittTire.com.
On Airport Road in Panama City.
850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
We're proud to bring you the most popular cars in the world, like the stylish Camry and the sporty Corolla. Get award-winning style and 1.99% APR on a new Camry, named the best new model by Kelley Blue Book. Plus, you get 90 days until you make your first payment. Curb appeal comes standard on the new Corolla. Designed to wow from the inside out. Get 3.49% APR plus 90 days until your first payment. Panama City Toyota, your Camry and Corolla headquarters.
Offers end November 3rd. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? The end zone, touchdown, Georgia!
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
First day. Florida Florida State Seminole updates brought to you by Newbies. Get out to one of the 4 locations. Have a great time. Newbies Tuning the Curve. That's the place you want to watch all the NFL, college football games. Head on down to the mothership. Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment for your enjoyment every Friday and heck, every night, really. And they got the brand new one over in St. Andrews. Go check it. You know, John, they had a picture that was on Facebook, Ghost of the Orange Bowl, and Jim Brandt sent it to me, a picture of John. They do that every once in a while. They do it, and they had a little bit of his career. He was a great football player at Miami. He started out Kentucky, came back home to Miami. Unbelievable football player. All right, Chad. Patrick and I stayed up to about 1:30 in the morning watching that mess. I still think he scored on a little shuffle pass. The officials got together, they talked about it, and then all of a sudden, hey, let's go to bed.
Chad, before you answer that question, which is a good question, I have a question for you. On the concussion protocol, how is it that they can take the guy, can they take the guy in the tent and within 60 seconds, they say, they're taking him into the tent for a concussion protocol, and within 60 seconds they're walking out. Can they diagnose that quickly whether somebody has a concussion or not?
No.
But then how does that happen?
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Well, I've seen it repeatedly in the NFL. I've seen it repeatedly.
Well, those doctors are really good there.
It's like, give him a shot, stick him back out there. I was just, can you diagnose it? No, you cannot, right?
Yeah, but I guess they've got, I'm hearing they have accelerometers and all that.
They got all kind of equipment at this. They got all kind of stuff.
Yeah, looking at that, and I guess it's neurologists. I don't really know exactly what they're doing, but typically
check their pupils and send them back out.
You ask them a few questions. You kind of check their eyes.
Have they gotten overboard more protective because of all the head injuries and all the things they found about the brain later on?
I don't know that they've been overprotective. Look how many concussions we're seeing. And a lot of these went undiagnosed is the way I'll say it. Right?
In the old days.
Yeah, in the old days, they just wanted to get a player back out there. Well, you're at risk if you get a second concussion on top of that one, you're at risk for dying. Second impact syndrome. So you don't want to have that happen.
I didn't mean to interrupt your FSU.
No, it's all good. Yep. Listen, FSU fans feel like they've got a concussion right now. It's the way it is.
Hangover.
Fan concussion protocol.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's a long one.
I want to apologize for the interruption.
It's all right. So getting to the game.
What kind of question was that?
We love John.
Go shoot me.
So getting back to the game, the Stanford Cardinal beat the Florida State Seminoles 20-13. Of course, both quarterbacks got injured during this game. You had backups come in, but Castellanos had 242 yards. Sawchuk had 70 rushing yards. Danzy had 106 receiving yards. Kirkland had 1 sack, and Graham Jr. had 8 tackles. The total yards go to FSU, 444 to Stanford's 293. Turnovers, Stanford had 1, FSU had 0. First downs, FSU 22, Stanford 19. Penalties, 13 for 79 yards, that was FSU, and 5 for 47 is Stanford. Third down, 8 of 18 FSU, Stanford 6 of 16. Fourth down, FSU got 1 of 3. Stanford didn't attempt any. Possession goes to Stanford, 32 minutes, 56 seconds to FSU's 27-04. When you look at statistics, FSU should have won the game, right? So now the issue is, immediately after that game, the boosters are calling, private meetings with each other, that kind of thing, trying to figure out how to. I'm assuming there's a lot of assumption here, but they're trying to figure out how to buy out Norvell with his $58 million total buyout. I think it's like 54 and then plus some other stuff.
Are they trying to get the money from you or what?
They're not trying to get their money from me, no.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious.
But
Patrick, they hit you up yet?
They just said we have access.
Patrick said he'd give them the money.
You're not going to have any money left.
So, I mean, but like, who are they going to get? I mean, this is
they'll get somebody good.
And we'll talk about Florida next segment. Florida fires Napier. But, like, who are they going to get? I mean, so what coach is out there that is, a national champion and is current?
Well, first, there's only a few coaches that are national champions.
That's right.
So you really can't have that as a category for your.
But are you going to hire somebody who's been fired? Like,
Now, if you want to go, have they been a part of a national championship? That opens the door to a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Virginia's coach.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good, actually.
Former offensive coordinator under Dabo Swinney.
Yep.
There's a lot of guys out there. I was talking to a really good friend last night about this, and I was like, look, Florida State can't go hire a mid-major coach. That's just, I don't care about so much about the head coaching experience. You have to hire somebody that has been around a program that has been built and sustained. That's how.
And they see how it works. They see the inner workings of it.
Go look at great coaches and where they come from.
Yeah.
They came from somebody underneath. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Hot topic right now.
Yeah.
He learned it at Saban.
Right.
At Alabama. He didn't have it. He was a great coach before, but now he knows how to run a program. Kirby Smart, where'd he learn it? Underneath Saban. Go look at the Bobby Bowden era. Go look at all the coaches that came out of that succeeded at other schools.
Right.
So you don't have to hire a head coach. You can hire an offensive or a defensive coordinator that has been in one of those programs that has learned how to operate a program at that high level.
Yeah.
And sustain it.
So do you think FSU needs to go out and try to find somebody else and buy Norvell out, or you think they need to ride it out? You're an FSU fan, so.
Well, I'll go this. If you're saying you got to rebuild in your 6th year, you need to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the easiest way to say it. But when you really delve into his record at FSU, he wouldn't be at UAB. I mean, and that's really the stats. Two crazy stats. Everybody talks about recruits and everything. FSU since 1980 has 10 3-loss loss streaks.
Yeah.
He has 6. Norvell does.
Yeah.
FSU only has 4 4-loss streaks. Norvell has all of them.
Yeah, you're right. Most places he ought to be fired.
Yeah,
well, it wouldn't be most places. It would be just about every school out there.
What do you think about the report of the players mocking him at the end of the game with the word respond? I know he uses that word a lot, and when I listen to what he says, I mean, he's pretty accurate about it. But how much of this is the transfer portal? They were mocking him. Yeah, I mean, so what does that say about the players? But I realize this is a complex issue, and
so I'm going to
people are
answer
frustrated.
That in a really weird way.
Go ahead.
My wife said it over 2 years ago. She watched the announcement of the bowl thing when they picked Alabama over Florida State. She watched his reaction. She saw a couple news conferences after that, and she goes, he's lost it. She said it then. And as I look back now, I go, yeah, he lost it. It's like he threw his hands up in the air and said, what are we doing if we can't do and have that record? And you look at him in the game Saturday on TV. Coach, did you see that? He had this look like he had last year of like, where do we go? What do we do?
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, my biggest thing that I saw after the game was how he handled and his reaction to the goal line stop that Stanford had. He walked out there. He wasn't raising Cain. He was like, well, oh, well. And it was like, I understand that there's nothing we can do about it, but how are you going to get your players to follow you? You have a situation like that. It's so controversial, and you don't get fired up. And I mean, I don't care if you throw a temper tantrum out there on the sideline. You got to show some emotion.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yep. So are they going to be able to get him the money? I mean, that's a lot of money.
I have no idea.
$58 million? Good gracious, that's a lot of money.
Hey.
A lot of money.
I have heard rumors that they are talking to him about reducing his buyout. Now, that may have some type of stipulations or something where he's still involved with the program, but
pay him over a longer period of time.
He's one of the only coaches you've ever seen. After the last year, he donated almost half his salary back to the university. So I can see him. I mean, he's not hurting for money.
Yeah. Yeah, so this makes
would
me
I
think.
do that? No, you asked me that. No, you pay me what you owe me.
So you remember when Alabama was going after him?
Yeah.
And he got the big pay raise, right? Like, I'm glad we got DeBoer.
How did Florida State beat Alabama?
They practiced for 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
And Alabama thought they had the game after that, first drive and everything.
If you can do it once, you can do it every time. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I want to thank John Sharp for the FSU update. And I know we got a lot of upset FSU fans, Florida fans, Auburn fans, LSU fans. It's crazy what's going on out there. Times have changed.
It's mid-season.
You know what, though? One thing has not changed. You better take care of your skin. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. If it doesn't look right, feel right, it takes 5 minutes, and that could save your life. Dr. Ward's got offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. If you have any questions whatsoever, go get checked out. The guy's incredible. One of the best out there. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Also, don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Jason Kovaleski, every Tuesday, every Friday, they do an incredible job. They're on 23rd Street. They're also on Pier Park. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Try it before you buy it. All natural. The guy's incredible. Listen to Jason Kovaleski. Also, the legends right here, Dr. Chad Mitchell, Patrick Turpro Pest Control, Stevenson Air Condition, and Steve's Bike Shop. I love Steve Bertishaw. He is the swim coach at Mosley High School, does an incredible job there. He's been in business since 1979. If you're looking for a bike, especially electrical bikes are taking over the world, he's got a large selection of new ones and used, and he'll deal with you now. The guy's incredible. They got the old standard bikes. They work on them. They fix them. They can do it all. They've been in business again since 1979. They're doing something right there across from Sam's on 23rd Street. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
There's no possible way that a Pittsburgh Panther team could come in with a freshman quarterback to Doak Campbell Stadium and beat the Florida State Seminoles. It was horrendous.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 77 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Clear skies tonight, a very light wind and cool near 60. Sunny and 78 tomorrow. 78 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. Thursday, sunshine and a temperature the same at 78. Sunny Friday with a high around 79. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Strap in, Duval. The Jaguars are gearing up to face the Los Angeles Chargers Sunday, November 16th for our annual Salute to Service game. Join us as we honor and celebrate the brave men and women of our military all game long. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. Let's stand together, Duval.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
College football isn't life and death. It's much more important than that. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
All right, well, Wildcat, is Rob calling back or what? Rob, I thought you were calling Chad. All right, Chad, what's going to happen in Gainesville? We saw the game.
We know what happened in Gainesville.
You win a game, you get fired.
Yep, you win the game, you get fired. The Florida Gators beat the Mississippi State Bulldogs 20.
Is that what happened to Norvell? He lost, so
they didn't fire him.
Yeah.
Well, the breaking news is they're just swapping coaches.
Let's bring Rob in. He'll know what to do. Rob, what are you doing, buddy?
Boy, was that pathetic Saturday night.
Yeah, like I said, I was so tired.
4 hours. I feel like I wasted 4 hours of my life.
But I will say this. I thought he scored.
Listen, y'all were talking about the coaches. Now, if you watch the Georgia game, now their coach is sitting there. He's screaming on both sides. You know, he's not the defensive coordinator anymore. When the defense is on there, he's talking to his coordinator and all that. But when the offense is on there, he's standing there, he's pointing, he's yelling back and forth, all this sort of stuff. And even the Kentucky game, their coach is throwing his headset at the referees and everything else at bad calls. Norvell's just standing there looking at the big screen up on the thing, wandering around. He's lost it. He should quit or walk in there to the athletic director's thing and say, hey, let's make the deal today.
I concur.
You there?
Yeah, I'm just in awe of you. I think you're telling it like it is.
He's been a great speaker.
If you go back and pull up some of the places where I called earlier in the year and everything else, I said the same thing. I just don't think he's the guy. He has not. He had found one player that had carried him for 3 years. You know, Jordan Travis. Jordan carried that team for 3 years. Now, he did get some great defensive linemen and stuff during the portal for that one stretch.
Yeah, but I mean, you're pointing out that, you know, recruiting has been an issue, getting the key players in the key positions.
Tell me one kid that he's recruited out of high school that's been there and has done anything. One or two of the running backs, but after a year, you don't hear anything about them.
Yeah, so mostly transfer portal.
Derek Brooks' son wouldn't even come play there. You know, now, but you know, now that it's gotten this bad, I'm just going to vent air out that he's just not the guy. You know,
there's two guys that can pull the trigger today and make this happen, make it all go away. Bill Allen and Greg Bernicki. Where are they at when you need them? They got the baseball program straightened out. Where are they at when you need them for football?
They're golfing. They're golfing.
Yeah,
they're still talking about
golf teams.
Why have they done anything about football yet? They straightened out baseball, but they haven't done anything for football.
They may have the basketball team straightened out the way they played the other night, too.
Yeah. I don't know, Rob. Did you stay up and watch all of it?
No.
I did.
I went to bed. I turned it off in the middle of the second quarter. When you go down there and you try and kick a 49-yard field goal, and the guy duck hooks it because he doesn't have it. And luckily, you know, we had. How do you delay a game? You got to delay a game. The first play from scrimmage, they got to delay the game after the kickoff. You know, and then you back him up 5 yards and you try and kick it again.
Yeah.
Instead of punting. He will not play field position. I just, you know.
On a positive note,
3 points.
On a positive note, I really think that backup quarterback has some potential.
Yes.
I like the way he throws the ball, his mechanics. I think he's gonna be better than that guy they got now.
Well, here's my thing. Why did Gus keep running into the teeth of their defense? That's the strongest point. Why are we not taking our speed? You try and run outside against fast teams, and then you run up the middle against slow teams and attack their main part of the front.
There was no jet sweeps, not a whole lot of wide receiver screens, not a lot of stuff that they've used that were successful throughout the year.
Right.
Florida State does not know how to run a slant route.
They haven't in the last couple of years.
Not since they beat LSU.
So I think we need to move on to the Florida update. We've wore out the Florida State Seminoles.
Well, Rob,
I think we need. I think
Rob will answer that
share a
question
little.
for you. Rob, that's
mystery.
kind of rude, isn't it? You call talking about something Chad doesn't want to.
Okay, here's my thing.
Talk about
let's go
Napier.
to the Florida. Let's go to the Florida game. Let's go to the Florida game.
They won.
The last play of not the last, but the second to last play, your quarterback throws it right into the chest of a big defensive lineman that's standing there. How do you not see that guy? It didn't that he threw it over his head, and lost it, and he jumped up and made a great play. He hit him right in the chest.
Yeah.
Now, so Florida did win, but
23-21, and Lagway had 2 interceptions, and Chapin, the quarterback from Mississippi State, had 1 interception.
And while we're talking about coaches, I'll just squeeze this in there. Why did Stoops not kick a field goal from the 1-yard line in overtime? When their running back tries to do a Bo Jackson over the top, and he jumps from the 4-yard line.
Well, you're talking about coaches. What about LSU, Brian Kelly? They're not happy there either.
Oh, listen, man.
Poor Auburn.
This weekend was terrible football.
We're going to get to Auburn.
Yeah,
Don't worry. We'll get to Auburn.
Hey, but the SEC is so great.
I can't even enjoy Florida having a terrible year because FSU is so bad.
Yeah. That's sad.
And Miami lost.
And poor Smitty.
At least Florida won. Florida at least won.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's right. They got a W, and you fire your coach. That's how bad it is. They fired him after he won.
When was the last time Florida and Florida State both played each other with interim coaches?
We're getting ready to see it.
Uh-oh. Do you know? You probably know. You're always pulling trivia.
Well, there hadn't been an interim coach at Florida State except for what's his name, the defensive line coach forever.
Mickey.
So it's either had to have been in the 60s.
Odell.
Yeah, Odell. It's either had to be in the 60s or just 5 years ago. One or the other.
Yeah, unbelievable. Chad, what do you got for us on Florida?
Yeah, go Chad.
So we talked a little bit about the interceptions that were thrown in the game. So let's look at team stats. Mississippi State, 468 total yards. Florida had 452. Turnovers were 2 apiece. First downs, 22 for Mississippi State, 25 for Florida. 7 penalties for Mississippi State for 60 yards. The exact same figure for Florida, 7 for 60. Third down conversions, 8 of 15, Mississippi State. Florida was 4 of 11. Fourth down, Mississippi State had 1 of 2, and time of possession goes to Mississippi State at 30 minutes, 5 seconds to 29:55 by Florida. Of course, we know Napier gets fired, and
that was predetermined.
Probably was. And now they're looking for a coach. I mean, to me that's the biggest news. They win the game. They beat. They're now 3-4. Mississippi State falls to 4-3. But Napier losing the job, and now they're trying to find a coach that'll fill his shoes. So Lane Kiffin's probably going to get one of the biggest extensions in Ole Miss history.
He can pick where he wants to go. LSU wants him. Everybody wants him.
Everybody wants him. But isn't he almost like James Franklin reincarnated at Ole Miss?
Well, yeah, James Franklin's name comes up, and I like James Franklin, but he's a good coach. He just hadn't produced it.
You don't have to pay him a lot.
State,
You don't have to pay a lot. You save some money.
And you think that's what they're going to start doing, is not paying these coaches very much? And
I don't know why the athletic directors don't get together and say, look, across the board, we got to do this. Let's have a gentleman's agreement. We'll give a 4-year contract.
So why should the coaches not get paid well if the players are?
I'm talking a 4-year contract, and we're going to pay them no more than $10 million a year. If they all got together and did that, then they'd solve this issue. But they're not. They want to keep a great coach. You want to keep him.
I think Rob's trying to say something.
Let me say one thing to you. These agents are making millions of dollars.
Sexton walked on the field with Lane Kiffin. Did you see that? He was at the Georgia game.
Long-term
He's going to get
contract.
rich. Yeah.
Why would you give anybody a 10-year contract or even a 9-year contract? There's so much can happen between.
In the old days, you were lucky to get a 5-year contract.
Right.
They need to cap the buyouts.
But they would keep you, though. They wouldn't fire you as quick as they used to in the old days. They'd give you time to rebuild. They don't do that anymore.
You have one good season, and somebody says, and they put out there, even who knows, even if Alabama it was even Tompkins at Norvell, you know.
They were.
Did the agent put that rumor out there? You know, I don't believe.
He was at the Ole Miss game. Ole Miss, Georgia.
Why would you? Here's my thing, honestly, and why would you have brought Norvell in there if you're Alabama? He hadn't done anything, really. You think about it. And you're going to offer him, you know, everything? I just don't know that was really true.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rob, we got to take a break. Listen, keep all sharp objects away from yourself. You're going to be fine. Everything's
Stay
good.
away from the edge of the cliff.
Doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. Or as you know. He hung up on that.
Oh, man.
Like that.
Oh, he told us what he
Vandy Roofing. You want that roof to be just unbelievable. Not only that, Kyle Vandergrift, they can do it all, man. They're incredible. It's TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design, they build commercial, residential. They can do it all, but if you're looking for a roof, go Vandy Roofing. Go local. His family's a legendary family here in Bay County. The one and only Kyle Vandergrift. Listen to Kyle every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Patrick's right here. Turf Pro Pest Control #1. Not even close. You want that yard like a golf course? Call Patrick up. They'll take care of you. No doubt about that. I love Pat Perno. The city commissioner of Lynn Haven does an incredible job. You want a great time. TVs everywhere. Customer service like no other. It's Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Lynn Haven is a key word there. Head on down there. And after you do that, let's go see Russ and Amber. Let's go buy some jewelry.
66 days till Christmas. If you want a custom-made piece of jewelry, one of a kind, a family heirloom, that is the place to go. They design it, they make it, they create it. They will inspect your jewelry and clean it for free. Well, am I talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn.
We'll be right back with the Alabama update. Alabama, Tennessee. It was hate week. What a game. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Chad didn't even go. I can't believe it. Be right back.
.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Coach James Hale Show.
Go Dogs! Go Dogs!
Take the over on alcohol consumption. They drank out in Nashville last time they were there.
They're started right now.
Hey,
Go Dogs! Go Dogs!
Weekday morning 7 to 9. On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 77 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Clear skies tonight, a very light wind and cool near 60. Sunny and 78 tomorrow. 78 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. Thursday sunshine and a temperature the same at 78. Sunny Friday with a high around 79. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
We're proud to bring you the most popular cars in the world, like the stylish Camry and the sporty Corolla. Get award-winning style and 1.99% APR on a new Camry, named the best new model by Kelley Blue Book. Plus, you get 90 days until you make your first payment. Curb appeal comes standard on the new Corolla. Designed to wow from the inside out. Get 3.49% APR plus 90 days until your first payment. Panama City Toyota, your Camry and Corolla headquarters.
Offers end November 3rd. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
WVLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
That boot store reminds you, football weather means colder weather can't be far off. Now's a great time to shop for those winter work coats, shirts, and shoes. Janice and Irene, along with the staff, welcome you to stop by and shop for the whole family at that boot store. Remember Joe's motto, always put Jesus first in your life. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 on Friday and Saturday. That boot store, next to Billboard Kia on 15th Street, Panama City.
The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest
All right, Alabama Updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. You want to be comfortable in the winter and summer? All you got to do is call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Your power bill's going to the roof. All you got to do is call Stevenson Air Conditioning. You want to save money? All you've got to do is go local. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're number one, not even close. Graduate from Mosley High School, starts this business. They knock a home run. They have taken over the industry. They are incredible. All right, Alabama, the 6th-ranked team in the country at the time they played this game. Now they're up to number 4 in the coaches and AP poll. Alabama 37, number 11, Tennessee 20. Total yards of offense. Alabama had 373 yards. Tennessee actually had more, 410. Tennessee had the number one offense going into the game. Bama held them to only 20 points. Good job by Alabama's defense. Turnovers. Alabama had 1. Tennessee had 1 huge turnover right before half. We'll talk about that in a minute. First downs. Alabama had 23. Tennessee had 27. Penalties. Alabama had 7 for 59 yards. Tennessee had 10 for 66. Third downs, Alabama was 5 of 11. Tennessee was 5 of 13. On fourth downs, Bama was 1 for 1. Tennessee 4 for 5. Time of possession, Alabama 31 minutes and 4 seconds. Tennessee 28 minutes and 56 seconds. Passing, Alabama, Simpson, great job. 19 of 29. 253 yards. He averaged 8.7 yards per reception, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tennessee threw the ball 44 times, completing 28 for 286 yards. They averaged per reception 6.1 yard per reception, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing, Bama run they got to get the running game going. They ran the ball 32 times for only 120 yards. They only averaged 3.8 yards per carry. They had 2 rushing touchdowns. Hill had 1. I think Miller had the other. Tennessee ran the ball 33 times for 142 yards. They averaged 4.3 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. Hill, the 240-pound running back, second-team running back, is really good. He's getting better and better. Had a lot of practice this week. They did start Miller from that concussion. He did start and did a good job. He carried the ball 12 times. But Hill carried it 7 for 34 yards. He averaged 4.8, 1 touchdown. Miller, 12 carries, 15 yards, 1.3, 1 touchdown. And Tennessee, I think his name is Bishop. He ran the ball 14 times.
Oh, that guy had a great run, too.
123 yards, average 8.8 yards carry, 2 touchdowns. And why they did not run the ball down the goal line, I don't care how much time's on the clock. We can't stop the run. They throw it, and they got burned.
Let's talk about that play for a minute.
Let me get through my. Okay. Can I do my update?
No,
did I interrupt you doing? Did I interrupt you doing the Florida update? No, Rob did. Rob did.
No wonder John left.
Let's talk about Florida now, Chad.
Yeah, get Rob back on the phone. No, Alabama's receivers, 8 different receivers touched the football. They had 19 receptions total. 253 yards, they averaged 13.3. I'm talking about the receivers now. 2 touchdowns. Williams is back. Thank goodness. You see the catches he made?
Oh, yeah.
He's back.
Fingertip catches.
I think, him not playing much and them other guys kind of doing really well. Competition's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back in track. He caught 5 passes. 2 were incredible. For 87 yards, he averaged 17.4 yards per reception. Didn't have any touchdown. Tennessee had 6 different receivers touch the football. They had 28 receptions, 268 yards, 9.6 yard reception, 1 touchdown. I tell you what now, Tennessee's offense, again, going this game was like unstoppable. And these are great statistics, but Bama did a pretty good job. Here's how it played out. Alabama quarterback fumbled the ball 1 time. Tennessee, no fumbles. Punts, Alabama punted the ball 4 times for 41 yards, 41.8 yard per punt. Tennessee punted it 3 times for 46 yards a punt. Good job by Tennessee. The interception, Brown's interception, right there before halftime, last play of the second half.
The first half, I'm sorry. 99 yards, touchdown. That was a big, big play. That was the difference in the ball game right there. Chad, they could have cut it to 14-16.
Yeah.
That play was incredible.
Yeah.
And Alabama knew they had no timeouts, so they kind of, they're going to, most 90% of the time, they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Then if they don't do it, they kick a field goal,
Right.
or at least have another play.
So, everybody was surprised when DeBoer called that timeout right before half, right? Well, that was strategic. It's kind of like what Kirby Smart does in overtime. He sees how they line up, like, okay, wait a minute, there may be some things we're not really prepared for. Timeout. Everybody's kind of shocked. Wow, why did Alabama call timeout? Anyway, on the Tennessee side, Heupel says he changed the play to the play that ended up getting intercepted. They had another play they were going with till DeBoer called the timeout, and they felt like they needed to change it, so they change it, and then Coach Linguist, which is the co-defensive coordinator and the defensive back coach for Alabama, he tells Brown and the rest of them, watch out for the pop pass. Now, I don't know that you'd truly call that a pop pass. It is a pass to the tight end, but Brown knew what he meant. And so he said when he saw it develop, there it was, and went right in his hands, and off he goes.
99 yards.
And he was thinking the whole time, I'm out of time, I've got to score.
I tell you what, the place was electric. Jamie told me, said they'd never done this before. They played Dixieland Delight twice. She said, Dad, it was electric there the entire game. They were pumped up. All right, here's how it opened up. We said going into this game, Alabama needs to start fast. Tennessee's offense is really good. Let's start fast, get the crowd in the ball game. They answered. 11 plays, 91 yards, Alabama 7, Tennessee zip. Tennessee, what'd they do? They marched down 10 plays, 78 yards, touchdown 7-7. Now, Bama gets the ball back. They don't do anything. Tennessee gets it. They get them back down towards the goal line. They get a safety. Now Bama's up 9-7. Alabama next 7 plays, 69 yards. Miller takes it in for a 1-yard touchdown. Bama's up now 16-7. You're feeling pretty good about it, but Tennessee drives right down the field. They get there, and just like you said, we talked about the 99-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Now at halftime, Alabama's 23, Tennessee 7. Third quarter, Tennessee played really well in the third quarter. 4 plays, 61 yards. The running back took it to the house, 44-yard touchdown. They cut the lead 23-13. Bama, big drive. 9 plays, Chad Mitchell, 9 plays, 99 yards.
Exactly.
Do you know how hard it is in the high school, in college, and pro to go 99 yards and score without getting penalties? They have to overcome that. Turnovers, mistakes. That's incredible. Alabama's offensive coordinator is the best offensive coordinator in college football. I really believe that. The guy's incredible. 9 play, 99 yards, 11-yard play-action pass, touchdown, Bama 30, Tennessee 13. Fourth quarter, Tennessee quit? Absolutely not. They got a lot of pride. They hate Bama. Tennessee puts together a 13-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. Now is 20-30. It's starting to feel a little nervous. Bama gets the ball back. 10-play, 75-yard drive. Hale, a little toss sweep, takes it in the end zone. Bama 37, Tennessee 20. A big, huge win for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama and Texas A&M now are tied at first in the SEC. Both are 4-0 in SEC play. Texas A&M's undefeated. Bama is 6-1. Tennessee drops to 5-2. 2-2 in the SEC. They have lost to Georgia in a heartbreaker, and they lose to Bama on the road. Last time Tennessee beat Bama in Tuscaloosa, way back in 2003. This week, Alabama at South Carolina, 2:30 on ABC. What?
You want to talk to Eddie?
Why would I want to talk to him?
Because he wants to talk to you. You must have made him mad Saturday.
Don't ever interrupt me again for the Alabama
He knows
update for a Michigan Wolverine. We get back, we'll talk to Michigan Eddie and the Alabama at Auburn, what is going on at Auburn. And we got to talk about what's going on at Auburn. And we will as we take the Yankee on the phone right now. But first, let's talk about some of our great people. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Their special today is red beans and rice. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. They got the best seafood, coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's. Chad wants to talk more about Alabama, give his opinion of that, so we'll get them all on there. Also, don't forget Stevenson Air Conditioning. Thank you for the Alabama update. He is incredible. Locals taking care of locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
You can't fix stupid, but you can divorce it.
The new Sports Blitz. Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming.
And on behalf of 70% of the Alabama fan base,
Feel the burn.
we want a damn divorce.
The Red 70s studio line.
You cannot give LSU extra opportunities.
850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida.
He has not turned the ball over.
Get in the game.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 77 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Clear skies tonight, a very light wind and cool near 60. Sunny and 78 tomorrow. 78 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. Thursday sunshine and a temperature the same at 78. Sunny Friday with a high around 79. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Full residential and commercial projects from start to finish, Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished project, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597. That's 850-896-6597. And online at wheelhousedba.com.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7Ts. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7ts.com.
You don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, War Eagle, baby. Auburn, number 16 ranked. Missouri goes into Jordan-Hare, and they get a double overtime victory. It took 2 overtimes to beat the Auburn Tigers, 23-17. Missouri now is 6-1. The only loss was at home to the Alabama Crimson Tide. On the road, they get a big SEC win. They're 2-1 in the SEC play right now as we speak. Auburn, the third year in a row, Hugh Freeze has started 0-4 in SEC play. Not a good thing. Well, I'll talk more about this. Is he on the phone? Let's see what he wants, and then we'll get back into Auburn update. Good morning, sir.
Hey, it was a great weekend. Michigan and Air Force's defenses showed up, played lights out, did awesome. The Red Wings swept their
Air
game.
Force has got a football team?
And then the Lions are going to whoop up on the Bucs after the NFL humiliated and tried to decimate Brian Branch with their defamation film that they had to retract on the Twitter. So Buccaneers, you're going to get your butt kicked tonight at Ford Field. Just saying. Anyway, my daughter, who's a sophomore at Florida, right? She broke the news to me before it was even on the interwebs about Napier getting fired. It was all over Gainesville early morning. I'm on my way to church, and Bubby texted me, Napier is getting fired, and 2 hours later, it's on the interweb. But anyway, I feel bad for any coach getting fired, but
I don't. They got too much money.
Well, I mean, look, 21 million reasons why not to feel bad for him. But that's still a gut punch, and it takes hurt your pride when you fail at something, even though you're getting paid. You know what I mean? And then it affects a lot more people than just him, his family, the players,
the assistant coaches,
recruits, the assistant coaches, all of that. But here's another thing too. Did you know he is not the only coach that got fired after beating Mississippi State? Do you know who the other coach was that got fired after he beat Mississippi State?
Jimbo Fisher.
Yep. And did you know that Norvell did get fired yesterday?
Yes, Colorado State.
Yep, Colorado State. I can't stand Fort Collins being an Air Force Academy alumni. I can't stand Fort Collins. That place smells up in Fort Collins. Anyway, just saying. So, anyway. So, Coach, hey, it was great. Hey, Doc Mitchell, love you, man. Eddie's going to see you. Check out his arm. Just make sure it's good to go. He'll be seeing you this week. Just waiting on Tractor and the government and the stupid referral bull to go through and all that. So he'll be seeing you. What we talked about.
You know, the government's shut down, right?
Yeah, I know, but he's going to see you, and it's going to happen. So just make sure he's good to go. So he's good to go for baseball and all that, you know.
Absolutely.
It's good. I mean, he's good. Just a precautionary thing, you know. What do you want?
You were worried when I saw you at that Cajun place. You were kind of worried about Michigan then, remember? Versus Washington.
Well, I mean, the way their defense played against USC. Hey, I know I'm not crickets. I'm telling you like it is. I'm the people's caller. I mean, the way they played against USC was terrible. Their defense didn't show up and all that, and they got killed. And then when I was at that Cajun place with you, by the way, 50-cent wings, Miss Christina's awesome, so you guys need to go there, by the way. And you can get the wings to go, like I do, and then bring them back and watch them at your casa. I mean, it was just, you know, they came to play against Washington, you know what I mean? So their defense showed up and all. And here's the thing. They need to run it behind Gio. The left offensive lineman, our family friend and brother. You know what I mean? And I mean, that one touchdown by Marshall, I think it was the second touchdown. They ran it right behind Gio. Bing, bang, boom.
Is Hayes healthy?
No, he didn't play.
Man, yeah, he's something else. I love that kid.
But look, we didn't have our we used our number 3 tight end and Marshall. The Marshall Law Firm is what they're calling it back in Ann Arbor right now. But that was our number 3 tight end who lit it up on Saturday. And then Marshall is like a Sonic and Knuckles. He's like 1A, 1B with Justin Haynes and all that. So he took the load. He had over 100 yards and played awesome. And we got an awesome wide receiver in Marsh and McCulley and all that. So, I mean, if they just play the way they're capable of playing, we'll be all right. I mean, there's no room for error and no drop off. We can't have another USC type performance because we're better than that, and we can beat anybody in the country. But I want to get back to the Gators. So here's the coaching candidates, right? As probably I'm sure you talked about. You got Lane Kiffin. No, don't want him. And then you got SMU Lashley.
He's not leaving.
Some people are talking James Franklin. But here's one people aren't talking about that should be talking about a lot is USF head coach Grohl.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah. A lot of people ain't talking about
Golish he's a good coach.
Yeah. And here's a wild card, too. Some people are saying Marcus Freeman out of Notre Dame.
I've heard he's high on the Penn State job.
Yeah. I mean, I would stay at Notre Dame. He's building something in Notre Dame, and he's a great coach.
Really wealthy, big money guy, big money, and he wants Gruden. That's who he wants. I don't think it's going to happen
for Florida.
Yeah,
wow.
That's what he wants.
I don't think Gruden would be a good fit. Yeah. I think
Gruden would be awesome. I think Gruden would be an awesome fit. I think that's exactly what Florida needs. If Spurrier's not coming back, I heard he's in bad health. Because honestly, I think they need to do what Michigan did and bring a true Gator back. How they brought Harbaugh back, a true Wolverine back to right the ship. But I heard Coach Spurrier's health is in decline, so that's not happening. But they need to bring a Gator who knows the tradition, knows all that, to right the ship. Sometimes outside energy is good, but sometimes you just need you need a Gator alumni to go in there and right the ship and get it going like Harbaugh did.
Now you got to get on with the Auburn update, and I got another phone caller waiting too.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for calling, man. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, I love you.
Bye.
Anyway, bye.
Bye. Auburn, getting back to the Auburn update, brought to you by Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Let's jump back into it. Auburn, a heartbreaking loss, 23-17. This is a 2 overtime loss. Real quick, Missouri passed the ball 40 times, completed 23 for 252 yards. Auburn threw it 30 times, only completing 18 for 207 yards. Rushing, Missouri ran the ball 44 times for 91 yards. Auburn's defense is outstanding. Auburn ran the ball 41 times for 150 yards. 7 different Missouri receivers caught the football for 23 receptions, 252 yards. Auburn had 5 different receivers have 18 receptions, 207 yards. Fumbles, Auburn 0, Missouri 1. Punts, Auburn punted the ball 4 times, 42-yard average. Missouri punted the ball 5 times. They averaged 46 yards a punt. Good job there. Auburn took the lead 7-0. 12-play drive, 75 yards. Arnold runs it in from 1 yard out. Missouri, what do? They answered 10 plays, 24-yard field goal. It's now 7-3. Second quarter, Missouri 9 plays, 65-yard touchdown, 2-yard run. Now the score is Missouri 10, Auburn 7. Third quarter, Auburn Tigers 12 plays, 68 yards, 1-yard touchdown run. Now the score is Auburn 14, Missouri 10. Auburn now 8 plays, 73 yards. You're feeling pretty good. They kick a field goal. Auburn 17, Missouri 10. You got to get touchdowns, not field goals. Missouri in the fourth quarter, 5 plays, 60 yards, 3-yard run, touchdown run. Missouri 17, Auburn 17. Overtime, Missouri 3-yard touchdown run, 23, Auburn 7. 2-point conversions, no good. What did Auburn do? Arnold got sacked as he's going down, throws to his offensive tackle. He takes off, picks up a couple yards. Penalty, you can't do that. Game over. Auburn, another loss. Hugh Freeze, 0-4 SEC, third consecutive years. Hugh Freeze is now 14 wins, 18 losses overall at Auburn. Versus SEC teams, Hugh Freeze, 5 wins, 15 losses. Power Conference record, 7 wins, 17 losses. Versus ranked opponents. Chad Mitchell, listen to this. Hugh Freeze versus ranked opponents. 1 win, 12 losses.
Yep.
You've got to win at Auburn.
He hadn't got it done.
They got robbed by Oklahoma. They got, by the officials, they got robbed Georgia.
Yeah, I don't know.
They did.
Let's talk about his coaching. The coaching, his players should have seen that player on the sideline.
Here's one of the worst things.
I mean, I get it was an illegal play, but
after the Georgia game, he himself said he carried it into the locker room and he shouldn't have.
Yeah, you can't do that. So, and I just...
All right, we got to take this call. I'm sorry. He's telling me to tell you. Good morning.
Man, will y'all please stop talking about getting robbed by Georgia? God.
Whoa. Hey, who's Georgia lose to? I can't remember.
You told me I better call you if Georgia lost to Ole Miss this weekend, and we didn't. So take that.
Hey,
like it.
No, I will say this again. Kirby Smart is the greatest.
Hey, they should have never fired Napier. I don't care what you're doing in Florida. You don't fire Napier. Norvell deserved to be fired 10 times faster than Napier ever did. 0-9 in the ACC. Come on, man. There ain't no way.
Yeah.
There ain't no way.
Well.
And Hugh Freeze, too, man. Auburn is an awesome program. And if he can't get it done there, he ain't going to get it done nowhere.
Exactly. And I called it in the spring.
You did.
Napier had to take a culture that was terrible. Napier had to take a culture that was upside down, a bunch of thugs and losers, and then what did?
Did you see who was on the field before the game? The man, the myth, the legend, Jimmy Sexton. Yeah, that's Kirby's boy, and that's Lane's boy. He was asking Lane, "What do you want to do? How much money do you want to stay at Ole Miss, or how much you want to go?"
Get it.
Yeah,
he's gonna get it.
He's gonna stay at Ole Miss. Is he gonna stay at Ole Miss?
Should. He'd be crazy. I mean, let me tell you something. Napier built the program to where it's going to have good culture, good people in the program, and some 5-star recruits down there now. Somebody's going to come in there and do okay.
Yeah, that's different than Norvell. That's a drastically different than Norvell.
Norvell is terrible. He is terrible. And Florida State, listen, Florida State should have been the first one to fire this weekend, not Florida. Florida State just said, "I'm done with you, man. You're done. You're out of here, man. Get out of here." He only had one season, and they've had the best team the ACC could buy each year, and they still suck. So they got to go.
So I think I'm hearing some fear in your voice about this Gator game. I think Georgia's kind of worried.
Oh, they did that on purpose. They did that to fire the team up, so maybe they'll be able to beat us, but I doubt it. Good luck with that.
Now, this year is still in Jacksonville, right?
Yes, this year's Jacksonville, next year Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz, and then to Tampa.
Yeah.
So,
can't wait.
That's going to be a great game down in Tampa, man.
That Georgia-Ole Miss game was unreal. The first half, that was exciting. But, man, does anybody make adjustments like Kirby Smart? No. He's the best.
Let me tell you, Alabama and Georgia have gotten better since they played each other. So I'm going to tell you right now, the cream of the crop in all of football, I don't care what anybody says, is Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State. That's it. And everybody else, y'all just jump on board because that's what's going to happen.
What about A&M?
I think A&M's going to get beat by Texas.
I do, too. I think A&M's suspect. I do.
Yeah,
I like Elko as a coach.
Squad.
I think, they're good, but I think they're suspect.
The quarterback is very good. He's got a lot of talent. But they squeaked by some teams they shouldn't have squeaked by.
Now, going forward, y'all's schedule's not as tough.
What are you talking about?
I mean, y'all got a coach that's a team without a coach coming up next.
Oh, whatever. It was Florida. Let me tell you, that's just like playing a national championship game for them.
Then you got
a
team that had to go in overtime to beat Kentucky, of all people.
Yeah, Texas. We got Texas. Yeah, that's right.
That's
and then we got the Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech.
Ooh, that's the team you better watch out for. You better watch out for them.
That's Tech, too.
That's Atlanta. Overtime to beat them last year.
Oh, man.
Is that going to be played in the Dome, or is that going to be played there?
That's at the Dome, man. I'm going to that game.
So that's better for Tech. That's better for Tech. There'll be more Georgia people there.
There'll be more Georgia people there, but it's closer for them. But it ain't no, man. That's our home field anyway, besides against Alabama.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
I just want to say that all you FSU listeners out there, y'all are crazy to still be back in Norvell. Y'all need to. Why aren't y'all uprising and get rid of Norvell?
They are.
Did you see how stupid he looked on the sideline? He looked like a complete idiot.
And it wasn't just this past game. It's been several games.
God, he's got to go, man. He's got to go.
Well, Georgia's the one that started this mess when they beat them 64-7, whatever it was.
And all they ever talk about is how many players they had out. We had 37 players out in that game too, so they just need to kiss it. Okay. If I was anybody wanting to get a coach, you could go and win in the ACC at Florida State without any trouble with the SEC, where you beat each other up every week. If I was Lane Kiffin, I'd go to Florida State and dominate. Oh yeah, he's a great recruiter. Great recruiter.
Yep.
He could pull all the talent in the world out of the state of Florida at Florida State.
The problem, part of the problem, though, with Florida State is the whole NIL booster thing that is going on.
Oh, cry me a river. Everybody's doing it. Come on.
No, I know. That's
the
point. They're not. I don't feel like they're doing it that well.
He said
you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
We got to take a break. You want to hang on? You got to go.
Dogs, baby.
All right,
I got to go. Go Dogs, baby.
Congratulations. Big win. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Chad, let's talk about you. What's the best way to get with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Patrick, what's the best way to get up with you?
Look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC. We are a local company. We're not a regional company. We're not a national company. We're right here in Panama City. You're going to get one of the decision makers when you call, and we can get you taken care of.
We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida app version 2.0. Now featuring ultra high fidelity. You'll feel like you're in the game. Plus more opportunities to win weekly prizes from local businesses when you click it to win it. Download the 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Hey, Gator fans, bring your family and friends to Rocket Lanes, home of the Panhandle Gator Club. While you enjoy Gator football watch parties in the sports bar with fellow Gators, your family and friends can enjoy bowling, roller skating, and the many entertaining electronic games. All Gator fans are also welcome to attend the Panhandle Gator Club meetings, 6 p.m. every second Tuesday of the month at the same location. Follow Gator gatherings all year long at panhandlegatorclub.com. Go Gators!
Looking for a new way to explore Bay County? Or maybe your trusty bike needs a tune-up? Head to Steve's Bike Shop. They've got a huge selection of new and used bicycles, plus the latest electric bikes to get you where you need to go fast. And if your bike is acting up, their expert technicians repair all makes and models, even electric bikes. Serving Bay County for 46 years. Steve's Bike Shop, 1924 West 23rd Street, right across from Sam's. Steve's Bike Shop. Your ride starts here.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they will get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michael Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Man, everybody wants their coaches fired. LSU, Brian Kelly needs to be gone. You name it.
Who's going to be the surprise coach opening? Where's it going to be? Because there's going to be one with all the schools going to fire coaches. You got too many big-time schools looking for a coach.
Wait a minute.
Somebody's going to jump ship.
Yeah, they can open up even more jobs.
And who's that going to be? I was talking last night with a really good friend, and I said, Florida State's in a real precarious position. If we're talking about that, I said, they can pay the buyout, do all of that, but they're in competition with all these other schools for a great coach. Or do they say, hey, you know what? Let's hold on one more year and let the coaching carousel settle down and then go early.
We didn't have that problem in Alabama. We had Chad Mitchell, and Chad had already donated enough to get rid of the board if he wanted to, but we're happy with him. Let's bring this caller on.
I've never been unhappy with the board.
Good morning, sir. Tim.
Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing today?
I am doing excellent. I am in my truck. I'm driving to work. Slept in a little bit, enjoying the weekend. Got my Gator polo on because it is a great day to be a Gator. There is only a few days in the last 17 years, mid-season, that we had something to celebrate about. This is one of them. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Well, who's going to be the coach?
Well, that's a good question. You've had a bunch of callers this morning I've been listening to, and finally I was like, all right, I'm going to call it. Because everybody's talking, but nobody actually has the information.
There you go.
I'm not going to say I'm going to have any. I'm not going to say I have any concrete information. But unlike all these other people that just like to pontificate, I actually have a lot of contacts and, relatively close sources inside the program, to include one of those individuals that's a big money booster that 100% did have a meeting with Scott Strickland earlier this week that the TV program refuted during the game. That meeting did happen, and everything he told me and a few other people was going to go down this weekend went down, including Napier getting fired. So that said, I just wanted to say I find it just warms my heart to hear a Georgia Bulldog call in and say the worst coach in the history of our program should have never been fired. That makes me feel so good. Everybody loves a loser. Let's recount a few stats here. So he's 0-15 on the road against anybody with a pulse in the last 3.5 years. He's 2-12 or 13 against rivals, and stretching it out to like even teams like LSU and stuff. We beat a bad Tennessee 1 year at home, and we barely in the fourth quarter had to pull away to beat the worst FSU team in my lifetime, probably you guys too. And that's it. Then on top of that, he doesn't understand the culture. He believes offense is something you're forced to play in between field position on defense. And he's about as motivating as watching paint dry. That is not what Florida football is or ever will be.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I am. We have tried for years the Nick Saban, three clouds of dust type concept that he came up with early in his career that even he moved on from. We've tried that over and over and over again with these hires. It is not Florida football.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I heard that there's a wealth, and you probably know who it is, a wealthy, really wealthy bull gator that wants the NFL guy, Gruden.
Yeah,
is that true?
I've heard some rumors about that. I can't say whether it is or not. I can tell you the individual I know, and I don't know. Maybe that is true. And I don't know the level of bull gator that guy may be if that exists. But I can tell you the fan base and the sentiment doesn't even have Gruden on the radar, and the idea makes most people sick. I mean, if you want to talk about Napier having a problem getting plays in quick enough for us to actually execute, bring in Gruden. It takes 15 seconds just to name the play to the team that you're going to run. That is not going to work in college, and I don't think he fits the culture. I don't care if at one point he was at Florida as a student or anything. He's not a fit. He's an offensive guy, but running an offense that's archaic and old, and I don't think translates to college. I haven't heard anybody mention him as a possibility. And when the Twitter atmosphere puts that information out there, the Gator fan base, by and large, is like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Most people want Kiffin. The person I know that's one of those big-time top 10 boosters, that's who he wants. I would be fine with Rhett Lashley. I think he's a good option if Kiffin says no. But I think most people are pulling for Kiffin. I think the Gator fan base wants him. I can tell you right now, the overwhelming majority of the boosters are all calling for Kiffin. And Strickland was essentially told last Tuesday, a change is happening or you're not getting any more money. Now, how involved he is with the hiring process, I don't know. But the overwhelming sentiment within the fan base and the boosters is the guy doesn't know how to identify football coaches and hire the right kind of coach. So I think that it's going to be more of a formality, a search with some people that know what they're doing, are going to do it, and then at some point he's going to be presented, hey, here's who we need to hire, and he'll bless off on it. But I don't think he's going to be very involved in the selection process.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, but, it is a great day to hear a Georgia Bulldog clutching his pearls over who Florida may or may not hire and fire. I don't know who we'll get, but it's nice for Georgia up on its perch to be so concerned about little old Florida. It feels good again.
Hey, do you think Lane will take it?
I don't know. I'll say this. So he wears the visor because of Spurrier. Spurrier is, the guy that's his, that's who he embodies himself at. That's who his kind of, guy is that he molded himself after. Does that mean he takes a Florida job? I don't know. But he's married to John Reeves' daughter.
Yeah.
You guys know John Reeves, Florida Football Hall of Fame and legend, quarterback, has his name all over programs, buildings and facilities on campus. And I know they had gotten divorced or split or whatever, but apparently they're back together now.
Yep.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm sure there's a lot of family contacts that would be pro take the Florida job, come save the program kind of deal if, in fact, he was offered. And I think a lot of people think that that's going to be the prime target. They'll at least say yes or not, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, I love the phone call. You did a great job. Call back anytime you want. We got to take a break. Now, you want to hang on? You got anything else you want to cover?
Nope. Go Gators and Georgia. Yeah, keep us on your mind, but out of your mouth.
All right, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. All right, let's talk about some of our great, outstanding. I tell you what, man, Steve Burrishaw, I love him. It's Steve's Bike Shop right there across the street from Sam's. You're looking for a bike, that's the place to go. Those electric bikes are incredible, and they got the best deals on them. I'm telling you, I was in Birmingham, saw some of their prices. $3,000 to $5,000 for the same bike you can get right down here in beautiful Bay County. They've been in business since 1959. Stevenson Air Conditioning, Kyle Vandegrift, Vandy Roofing's incredible, no doubt about that. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, get out to one of the four newbies, have a great time. J. Michael's Restaurant, and we got to talk about this one. That Cajun place, I love them. Wonderful people. Rick runs it for him. He does a great job. We had a great time down there Saturday, and even Michigan Eddie brightened my day. It was good seeing him. I hadn't seen him in a while. He looks good. God bless him. Y'all pray for him. I worry about him sometimes, but he's a good man. He's a great American. Yeah. He loves Michigan. He had all of his Michigan stuff on, too. He's a great fan. We love you, Michigan Eddie. But here's why everybody's going down there. When the games kick off, it's 50-cent wings and $5 pitchers. You can't beat that anywhere, and the food's incredible. And they got their menu like they always do. But you can't beat those wings, man. On Saturday mornings, they open the doors at 10 o'clock for brunch. And then at 11 o'clock, when the kickoff starts, that's when the specials kick in. On Sunday, the North Shore Jazz Band plays from 10 to 12. And then the NFL games, if you're a Saints fan, wear your shirt. They score a touchdown. Get you a free Jell-O shot. Same thing for Saturdays when LSU plays. Get your free Jell-O shots. That Cajun place on Thomas Drive. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your home for the NFL.
Touchdown, Denver!
We bring you the biggest games every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night.
Oh, he's got the first down!
Plus, we'll broadcast more college football games than ever before.
He did what?
Live NFL and college football play here.
Unbelievable!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 77 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Clear skies tonight, a very light wind and cool near 60. Sunny and 78 tomorrow. 78 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. Thursday, sunshine and a temperature the same at 78. Sunny Friday with a high around 79. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Stay out of his lane and stay off his yard.
Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights.
The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michael Studios.
Don't turn it off!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. AP poll is out. Came out yesterday around lunchtime. AP poll, number 1 team in the country is Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. Number 3, Texas A&M. Number 4, Alabama moves up at 6-1. Georgia right behind them at number 5. 7's Oregon. 6 is Oregon. 7's Georgia Tech. 8, Miami. 9, Vandy. Wow. The
Vandy number 10, yep.
Number 9 in AP poll. Number 10 is Ole Miss.
You're looking at the wrong poll.
How am I looking at the wrong poll?
Notre Dame.
No, I'm talking about the coach.
Oh, yeah, he's looking at the wrong poll.
I don't know what he's looking at.
AP poll.
AP poll, Vandy's 10.
Yeah.
Miami's 9.
I just changed it. They're 9. 11 Notre Dame.
He just didn't want to admit he made a mistake.
Auburn's 12. BYU is 12. Missouri is 13th. 14th Oklahoma. 15th Tennessee. 16th Texas Tech. LSU, they want their guy fired also. They're 17th. Virginia got a good ball club. They're 18th. South Florida, 19th. Louisville, watch out for them. They're 20. 21 Texas
A&M's what happened.
22 is Arizona State. Who is 22?
Texas.
No, 22.
I'm looking at.
Are you sure you got this week's AP poll?
Arizona State.
Arizona State's 24.
23 Cincinnati. 24 Illinois.
21 Cincinnati. Yeah, I don't know.
This is fake. This is fake news. Fake news. Fake news. That is not the AP poll we're looking at for this week.
Coaches' poll is a little bit different. Ohio State's number 1. Indiana's number 2. Texas A&M's 3. Alabama's 4. Georgia 5, 6 is Oregon, 7 is Georgia Tech, 8 Ole Miss, 9 Miami, 10 BYU, 11 Oklahoma, 12 Vandy, 13 Notre Dame, 14 Missouri, 15th Texas Tech, 16th Virginia, 17th Tennessee, 18th Texas, 19 LSU, 20 South Florida, 21 Cincinnati, 22 Louisville, 23 Illinois, 24 Michigan, and 25 Arizona State. This is your CBS, Chad. This is an ex-person CBS, what they think is going to play out. January 1st, Rose Bowl, you'll have number 1 Ohio State versus the winner of 8-9 playoff. Sugar Bowl, Alabama, number 2 seed versus 7-10. Number 1, Georgia, January 1st. Orange Bowl, January 1st. 3rd seed, Indiana versus 6-11 winner. December 31st, Cotton Bowl, number 4, Georgia versus 5-4. Playoff teams, number 8, Texas A&M versus number 9, Miami. The winner gets Ohio State. Number 7, Texas Tech versus number 10, Ole Miss. The winner gets Alabama. Number 6, Oregon at home versus Notre Dame. The winner gets Indiana. Number 5, at Georgia Tech versus South Florida. The winner gets Georgia. The SEC teams, what CBS thinks is going to play out, the Mayo Bowl, Clemson versus Auburn. Liberty Bowl, LSU versus Houston. Citrus Bowl, Texas versus Michigan. Quest Bowl, Vandy versus Nebraska. And the Music City Bowl, Tennessee versus Northwestern. Texas Bowl, Missouri versus TCU. Gator Bowl, Oklahoma versus SMU. And the Pinstripe Bowl, I think they got this wrong, FSU versus Maryland. I don't think that's going to happen. That's just me.
Oh, my goodness.
That sounds more like the Charmin or Kleenex Bowl.
The Kleenex Bowl.
That scared me when you did that.
Hey, but the real rankings come out here in a couple weeks. So
yeah, this is just.
So who's going to play in the SEC championship game?
I don't know. I'm looking at Auburn. I look at Missouri. 2 teams really close in ability. One finds a way to win. The other finds a way to lose. One's 6-1. The other one has lost 4 SEC games in a row. I look at Alabama. They very easily could have lost to Georgia, Vandy. That was a closer game. The score indicated with Tennessee. But we're more and more like the NFL. Alabama looks for that could be a trap game this week.
But I
will say this: Bama's going to lose another game before the season's over. I really believe that.
Who are they
Defensively, they're pretty good. Offense, they're outstanding, but the defense, you got to be able to stop the run. Oh, I think any Saturday, anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oklahoma's got to come in there and play. Do they have enough offense to do it? LSU can do it.
Auburn's the only team.
Auburn at home
would be the surprise, but not really a surprise.
Auburn's defense is good as anybody. They're the best 4-loss team in the country. And all you people, you're upset right now. I need to give you 2 cell numbers. You're upset with FSU. You want to change. You're demanding a change. We can make that happen for you. If you want it to happen, Bill Allen, Greg Bernicki, if you see them, tell them. Call them. You want it done. Nobody can move anything in Tallahassee like those two. They're the problem now.
Yeah, I'm glad there's a lock on that front door.
Yeah. Anyway. Chad, anything surprise you this weekend in college football?
Memphis losing.
To a guy that interim head coach in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yes.
I was glad to see it, to be honest with you. It's a new era in college football, Chad.
The shocking thing to me for my lifetime is Vandy ranked number 10 in the AP poll. I'm excited for them in a way, because it's Vandy. Like, how could you not root for the underdog a little bit?
I watched that game. They were in control of that
game. Absolutely. I've been telling everybody they're better than you think.
And they've sold out this week's game.
Yeah.
Missouri.
Yeah.
And the game day is going to be there.
Yeah.
In my poll, they're number 9.
I mean, Vandy's really good.
You're asking who's going to be in it, but you look at Vandy's schedule. They play Missouri this weekend. Then they have Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
Yeah.
All winnable games.
Yeah.
Where do they play Auburn at?
At home.
Okay. All right, let me get this in real quick. We got to go. A new era in college football. Vandy 6-1, first time since 1950. Georgia Tech 7-0, first time since 1966. Indiana ranked 3rd, first time ever. A&M 7-0, first time since 1994. Wow, different world. Everybody's got players. NIL's changed. The transfer deal has changed. You can go play where you want to go. Coaches, fans, you got to get used to it. There are going to be more losses than you. We're more and more like the NFL.
Chad, I think we need to start a new business.
What's that?
It's going to be called Rent a Coach. We just rent a coach for a year, put them in any program, we'd be rich.
You're right. How do we get that? And where do we get these coaches from?
They're renting players, so let's rent coaches.
Man, I'm telling you.
Call Sexton. He'll tell you what to do.
He'll be all on board. He'll
What's the return policy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you told me we
could put Urban Meyer, Gruden. Who else can we put in there?
Hey, you can rent them for one
Saban.
game.
Where's Franklin?
We have Saban. Yeah, Franklin.
Where's Franklin going to wind up at?
I don't know. I feel bad.
There's a lot more jobs coming open.
You had to get it done, and I like James Franklin, but he just
Lastly,
didn't get it done.
You think he goes back to Auburn if it comes open?
No.
Hey, you got Auburn's schedule right there. I'm trying to think. They could, you know what? You think I'm crazy? They could win the rest of those games.
Yeah, they got Arkansas, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Mercer, and Alabama.
They can win the rest of those games. They really could.
Yeah.
Will they?
They have to do it. I don't think they will, but they
could.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you're an Alabama fan, you know what it's like going there and playing there.
Auburn ran Lashley off in a not so nice way.
Yeah.
Gus ran him off. We are out. Chad, unbelievable. What's the best way to get up with you?
Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344.
Patrick?
Turf Pro Pest Control, 850-890-5820.
I'm feeling bad. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. Just let you know now.
Sound awful.
I look awful.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Here's what's happening.
Here we go. The Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson will be awarding the Sports Blitz High School Player of the Week. This will go to the outstanding high school football player for each week. The player will receive a gift card from a local